Welcome to the Bearded Bama Bushcrafter. I am out and about today. It is a gorgeous day. Man, look at this beautiful bluebird sky. It is so beautiful. We're having some real nice weather here. Normally it's hot and humid but man, we're being spoiled with this weather because I'm pretty sure it won't last. Anyway, I'm down here. I'm going to pull this trap. I know it's been a few days or so since I have talked about the trap, and I never was able this past week to get out and run a trap line here. It seems like the predator has slowed down on coming around, hadn't been having any issues. And I wanted to show y'all something here. This looks like an armadillo got into this trap area. Something messed with it. That could have been a mouse or who knows what. But this is definitely where an armadillo was digging. And let me show you guys something. Let me find a stick. Gotta stand by. All right, let me see if I can get this. Check this out. The armadillo was right here digging, and well, I don't know. Right here. Here's the trap. All right. So I'm gonna get this trap. That was pretty close. He was right there. Boom. Man, that throws dirt everywhere. All right. So I'm gonna move this trap. I'm gonna clean traps up today. I've got a new adventure I'm gonna start tomorrow. And hopefully I'll be able to share some videos with that. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited about it. Sometimes the hardest thing about trapping is removing these darn stakes. All right. My next move here is to get some traps cleaned. So I'm going to get up here. I got to get some stuff going to clean these traps. Check this out. That armadillo, we've been getting a lot of rain here lately, so the trap set was getting messed up because the rain will wash stuff out and also cause stuff to kind of pack down more. So, and plus just having one trap, it's going to be, you're not going to be as lucky or fortunate. The odds are not as stacked in your favor with just one trap. The more traps you have out, the better chances you have of trapping critters, that's for sure. So I'm gonna get up here, work on getting some traps put together for the anchoring and the cable and the springs for the cable. And we'll just see how this goes. This is another anchoring system. It's a little weight. It's hollowed out to a point, and then it's solid down in here. And what you do, you get a piece of metal, a bar, and you drive this into the ground, and then you get a little tug, and it anchors real good into the ground like this. This is a Victor's trap, I believe. And I thought it was a soft tail trap. Man, these things have hung up here and they rusted and they're real slow and froze up. See, look at that right there. Man, that's froze. But I'm gonna boil them. I've got some walnut whole dye that I use. Man, I'm starting to sweat even though it's not hot. Look at this sweater broken out into. So, and this is an offset. You can see with this gap here. I thought I had a, oh, I do. All right, y'all stand by, I'll show you this. This is a little smaller trap. And this is good for foxes and whatnot. See the difference? This is better for coyotes, these big traps. If you notice this right here, it's got rubber along the jaws. This is what they call a soft heel. And it's not as froze up. But I'm gonna have to get these things boiled up. Let me show you. You can see the difference in the width here. This one's a little bit smaller. Alright, so we'll get these set up. I want to attach spring and a cable for anchoring, and we'll get these in the solution. I'll show you these. Just a little swivel. Some little hooks that go in, and this is how you attach everything. These are what they call crush proof, and the animal will gnaw on it. And what this allows when the animal is in the trap, allows for movement, swivel around. The traps already come with a swivel. Hold on, knocking the camera over there, with a swivel already attached to them. And you just simply run the little hook in there and you squeeze it. That's kind of just a little basic idea of how some of the parts of the trap work. Alright, it's been a while since I have really been into trapping, and as the, maybe it's Machiavellian or whoever, neglect becomes our ally. This was some dye that I had, which I may be able to get this boiled up and use it, but I will not be using this pot. But I do have another pot, and I cleaned it up. It's aluminum. It's a little smaller though. And this was some dye solution that I had used, but I have not been trapping in a while. I had trapped, I've really gotten into it. I got some solution here that I'll use. Let me see this. I don't want to drop my phone down in there. The camera will be. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to get my heat source going, and I'll have everything set up and get the solution to boil, put the traps in it. But my pot is small. So this is the pot I'm going to be using. It's not that small, but I won't be able to, I may be able to get all the traps in here. We'll see. Like I was saying, neglect becomes your ally. Well, that's ally for the predators, isn't it? So that's just how it is. All these hobbies, you get into one, get out of another, and vice versa. But I do have something coming up, and it's funny. It seems like when I talk about things have a way of not working. So I'm kind of hesitant in sharing. So what I'm going to do as it unfolds, I will share it. But right now I thought I'd just kind of share getting traps prepared. Thought some of you guys would enjoy that. It's pretty cool. Back during the winter, we had to have a whole new septic system put in and field lines. And during the process of putting in the field lines, the guy who was doing the tractor work, he dug these old root system, and these things it's fat lighter. And this thing has had to have been underground. I've been out here for 20 plus years now. And this thing looks like it was on its way to becoming petrified over time, but it is pure straight fat lighter. Look at that stuff. And there's quite a few that he dug up. Look at that. That's where I just cut that piece off. So I guess it goes to show when wood gets in an environment, it starts getting preserved, because this was completely underground, a foot or so, or deeper. He was using a little backhoe and he was digging this stuff up. So that's pretty cool. Well, that's some good fat lighter. It caught a flame. Look at that burning. That is definitely a good fuel source right there. Glad we found that. All right, I've got my dye heating up. Get it boiling. Put the traps in it. Get them cleaned up and ready to go for tomorrow. As the week unfolds, I'm hoping to have some cool videos for you guys. I know my videos have been kind of hit or miss. Especially this little thing I was hitting on about the predator that was coming around, the coyote or the fox. I was snatching chickens. Something I realized, I was going to take these 550s, these new traps, and I'm going to put them into play. However, I'm going to have to order some parts I don't have. It goes on for the stakes, part of the anchoring system. I do not have these. I went through all my stuff that I had for putting traps together, and I don't have those pieces. So I'm going to have to put an order in. I'm not going to be able to use my new Cadillac MB 550 Minnesota brand. So it's a little disappointing. However, I've got to order some more stakes also. If I knew how to weld, or if I knew somebody offhand that could weld, I could get them to make me some stakes. Because it's just rebar. And you take either a washer or a nut head and you weld it to the end. You cut it to kind of give it a little point when you drive it in the ground. So, man, just trying to get everything together, and you realize you don't have everything to get together. Look at my eyes, that smoke was getting me. Alright, so let me see what I got to do next. Alright, just trying to work on getting some of these traps prepared. And man, all my tools, my wire cutters, they're dull and do not want to cut the wire properly. I'm running all kind of problems. It's just kind of frustrating. And the traps I wanted to use, I'm not going to be able to use right now. So I'm just going to have to do the best I can with what I've got. That's what I'm going to have to do. And hopefully this week coming up, I'm going to have some very interesting videos to share. So we'll see how that goes. All right, everybody. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. We'll see you on down the road. Take care.